Recording in progress.
We're on the record in case 24 CRI 314, caption State of Ohio versus TAESHAWN GREENE. Here for purposes of a bond setting on a complaint that was filed earlier today. The defendant is present and we're conducting this hearing by video. In lieu of appearing, the State of Ohio has filed written bond recommendations. Mr. Greene, do you have any objection to the court conducting this hearing by video? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's your mine, but okay. No objection to the court conducting the hearing by video then?
What would that mean? Like, I don't know what that means for real.
You have the right to have a hearing in person. We do them by video because we can do them faster. So if you want to be brought over to the courthouse for a hearing, you can, or we can just do your hearing right now.
You do it right here. Let's go.
All right, thank you. Did you get a copy of the complaint?
Yes, this.
Okay. Yes, sir. The court has to go over it with you. There's 2 counts in it. Count 1 is breaking and entering a felony of the 5th degree. It reads on or about December 2nd, 2024 in Ashland County, Ohio. TAESHAWN GREENE did trespass as defined in 2911.21A1 of the revised code on the land or premises of Bill Harris Dodge dealership with the purpose to commit a felony in violation of Ohio Revised Code section 2911.13B, 2911.13C, breaking and entering a felony of the 5th degree. Do you understand what they're alleging in count 1?
Well, yeah.
Do you understand the charge and what the charge is?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going being into the Dodge dealership, like being in a parking lot, trespassing in a parking lot.
It says that you were on the land or premises, so that's just the allegation of it, just so you understand what the allegation is.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Count 2 is an attempt to commit an offense, a felony of the 5th degree. It reads on or about December 2nd of 2024 in Ashland County, Ohio. TAESHAWN GREENE did purposely engage in conduct that, if successful, would have constituted or resulted in the offense of grand theft. Ohio Revised Code 2913.02A1, 2913.02B5, to wit, attempted to steal a 2019 Jeep from Bill Harris Dodge dealership in violation of Ohio Revised Code section 292302A, 292302E1, attempt to commit offense and felony of the 5th degree. Do you understand what the charge is or the allegation is in count 2?
Yes.
Okay. You have certain rights in this matter. First, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say during the course of the hearing could be used against you at future hearings. You have the right to have a lawyer, and you have the right to a court-appointed lawyer if you cannot afford to hire your own, and if you qualify, there's $25 fee for a court-appointed lawyer. You also have the right to have a preliminary hearing, which is a probable cause hearing since you're charged by complaint, and you have the right to have a jury trial and to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt to 12 jurors as to the charges. Do you understand those rights as I've explained them to you?
Yes.
Okay. Did you want to be represented by a lawyer?
No, I actually have one.
Okay. Who's your lawyer?
Philip. I don't know his full name. I didn't get to fully talk to him today, but I was trying to get in contact with him because he's supposed to be calling y'all. I don't know if he did. Well, he's supposed to be calling down here, but I don't know if he did or not.
Okay, so you've retained somebody for this case then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will go ahead and set bond then. Like I said, the state of Ohio filed a written bond recommendation. You won't have a copy of that, so I'm going to read it to you so you know what the state is asking for. And then if you'd like to say something, you can, but you don't have to. The state of Ohio is asking the court set a bail bond in the amount of $25,000 that could be secured by the deposit of 10% of the amount of bond in cash, that you sign a personal recognizance bond, that you remain in the state of Ohio, that you be subject to electric monitoring through GPS, that you have no contact with Bill Harris Dodge dealer or William Good. As to the nature and circumstances of the crime charged, they state that defendant and co-defendants were allegedly trying to take a vehicle from Bill Harris dealership. They fled the scene by vehicle, which was stolen from another jurisdiction. After crashing, defendants led officers on foot pursuit. The defendant and co-defendants are suspects in other similar theft of motor vehicle cases in other jurisdictions. They state the weight of the evidence is strong and that your identity was confirmed at the scene by law enforcement. They state that you are a resident of Toledo, Ohio, and have no Toledo, Ohio, and have no criminal history on file. And they state that the co-defendants in this case are Devin Roan, Julian James, and Jahavian Winston. That's a state's bond recommendation. If you'd like to say something, the court's just setting bond today. So if you'd like to say something, you may, but you don't have to because you have the right to remain silent. So you can wait if you want to talk to your attorney first. That's fine. Is there anything you want to say today regarding just bond?
No. Well,
Okay.
I got a question about what's the OR, I think that's what it's called, OR or something, OCR or something
Personal recognizance or own recognizance bond. Is that what you're referencing?
like that. Yes, I believe so.
All right, the court's going to set bond as follows. To be released, you'll have to post 2 bonds. The first is a personal recognizance bond. That's just a written promise with the court to appear at all future hearings in the case. If you fail to appear, you could be charged with a separate felony offense for failing to appear. The second would be either a bail bond secured by the deposit of 10% of the amount of bond in cash, or a surety bond or bond secured by real estate, or securities as allowed by law. The amount of the bond would be $25,000. Conditions of bond are that you not leave the state of Ohio without obtaining written permission from the court, appear at all future hearings in the case, and keep the court informed of your current address and telephone number at all times. Follow and obey all laws of the state of Ohio and orders of the court. Do not use, possess, or consume alcohol or drugs of abuse, and you'll be subject to random drug and alcohol testing. Can't use products containing THC while you're on bond. After you post bond, you need to report to the court's bailiffs. They'll get you enrolled in the court's drug testing and bond program. Court's also going to order that you be subject to electronic monitoring through GPS satellite tracking, and that you be responsible for a daily monitoring fee as well as a deposit for that. There's a $250 deposit, but that gets returned to you at the end of the case if you return the unit in good working order. You'll also be subject to a curfew between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. at your approved residence. Court's going to order you have no contact, whether direct or indirect, with Devin Roan, Jahavian Winston, or Julian James. Court's going to order you have no contact with Bill Harris Dodge Dealer and not be within 500 feet of that business. And the court's also going to order you have no contact with William Good. Do you have any questions about the conditions of bond? No? Okay. We're going to set another hearing here. Try to set this for, let's see. Set it for Friday, this coming Friday, which will be the 6th at 9:30 a.m. That'll be your next hearing. So if you bond out, come to the courthouse where you bond out for that hearing for your initial appearance on your complaint. Any questions about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. We're adjourned for today, and we'll see you back on Friday morning then.
All right.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.